Hello and thank you for tuning in to Millennium Movies. I am your host, Jesse James. In today's video, Deadline is reporting that James Ransone is set to play the adult version of Eddie Kaspbrak in It Chapter 2, which is going to be directed by Andy Muschietti, who also directed the very first It movie that came out last year. Now, we know that It Chapter 2 is set to start filming pretty soon. I think it starts filming this summer in Toronto. So we're going to start getting more casting announcements like this as the weeks go by, maybe even as the days go by. We already know that Jessica Chastain is set to play the adult version of Beverly Marsh. Bill Hader is supposedly going to play the adult version of Richie Tozier, which I'm very excited about. And one that was really a surprise casting, but I'm very much looking forward to seeing, is James McAvoy as the adult version of Bill Denbrough. So now we have James Ransone set to play the adult version of Eddie Kaspbrak, who was played brilliantly by Jack Dylan Grazer in the first film. But this is a casting that I gotta admit really surprised me and really took me out of came from left field. But now that I think about it, it makes total sense. I was seeing people say, I believe even my fan casting, I was saying something like Elijah Wood, and I've seen some people say the guy from The Big Bang Theory who plays Howard, I'm forgetting his name. And I've been seeing all these different actors' names come up to play Eddie Kaspbrak for fan casting, and I have not seen one person, myself included, mention James Ransone. But this is why we're not casting directors, because if you think about the roles that he's played, and you think about the kind of actor he is, this is like pitch perfect, top-notch casting for Eddie Kaspbrak. Because if you've seen his work in Sinister or Sinister 2, the first Sinister is one of my favorite horror films of all time. The second one, it's by no stretch of the imagination is it a good movie. It's serviceable, I guess, if you love horror like I do, but it's not a very good film. But James Ransone is the best part of Sinister 2, where he's playing the deputy or this police officer who's looking into the cases of Bagul and the things that are going on with the family, who's playing the protagonist in the Sinister 2 movies. And his character in the Sinister movies can really give you an idea. If you want to watch just some horror movies and see him as an actor, heading into It Chapter 2, if you want to see what he can do, watch the Sinister movies. Because the character that he plays in those movies is actually, I think, almost similar to what the character of Eddie Kaspbrak is as both a child, as an adolescent, and as an adult. In the Sinister movies, his character is almost kind of like timid and a little bit shy, and he seems scared of everything, but at the same time, you know, with some hesitation, but at the same time, he's also very brave, and he's willing to stand up for what he believes in, for his friends, for the people he cares about. And of course his character does that in the second Sinister movie, and that's what the character of Eddie Kaspbrak does in the It novel and in the old miniseries as an adult, and as a kid as well. So I think that this is perfect casting. James Ransone. So James Ransone set to play Eddie Kaspbrak in It Chapter 2. We don't know who's playing the adult Ben, we don't know who's playing the adult Stan, and we don't know who's playing the adult Mike. So that's three characters we don't know who are going to be played by who. We just know four of the losers right now. But those four so far, I'm very excited to see It Chapter 2. I know it's been a while since I put out a video because, you know, the whole thing with YouTube changing, you know, you had to have more than 1,000 subscribers to get ad revenue, and you have to have a certain amount of viewers. I have a certain amount of viewers, but I don't have 1,000 subscribers, as you can tell by my channel. But you know, I realize that's okay. And as long as people are enjoying my content, I love talking about this stuff. I can talk about movies all day long. I really can. So yeah, if you enjoy the movie content like this, you want to stay up to date with more It movie casting and It Chapter 2 news, and maybe even some Stranger Things videos. I've been thinking about doing some Stranger Things videos. Go ahead and drop a like and a comment if you want. Share your excitement with me. Maybe even consider subscribing. But this has been Millennium Movies, and I will see you guys next time.